Yo, 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 welcome back to Brandon Smooth TV. Back at you with the last review of this season. We got Power, Book 2 Ghost, Episode 10, the season finale. Now, it all came together. We're going to run through everything, man. Let's go. Now, they hatched a plan to basically kill Mecca. And it's for various reasons. But at first, it initially looked like they wanted Kane to actually kill his dad. And that's when Monet was trying to convince him to kill his dad. Tommy killed his dad, Tariq killed his dad, and I'm glad they didn't go through with it, but Power does have a thing against dads. I'm like, dang, do the writers hate their father? I don't understand why dads always gotta die in Power. Not saying no moms didn't, it's a couple, Keisha here and there. Holly wasn't no mom. But yeah, it was just weird. So Monet and Tariq, they get together and create a plan to get rid of Mecca. And Kane, in order for the plan to work, they have to, lead him along, thinking he's going to actually kill Lorenzo to keep it authentic. Because Mecca wants him to kill Lorenzo to kind of show his loyalty. Now, the plan actually worked, and I'll get into it later. But the thing about this plan is, it could have went a wire because they didn't tell him till the very, very last minute. And Monet feels like Tariq is the only person that can actually hatch and come up and be the mastermind behind it. And I get it, it's his show, so that makes sense. Now, the trial starts, and they call in the star witness, and we all, of course, knew who it was going to be. It was going to be Brayden, but initially it was his brother Trace. Brayden ends up coming up and they start asking him about course correct. He say, I'm the mastermind behind everything. I'm the only person that was selling dope up there at the campus at Stansfield. And then, of course, the jury's looking like, what? And then he pulls out the piece of paper, because y'all remember they legally had the LLC set up with Stern's little dude. And he actually took all the charges. So Braden's actually a real one for that. He knew he could take the charges. And with his Weston last name, he knew he would be all right. Wasn't nothing crazy going to happen. We do find out later his dad ends up pulling him out of school. But he put him on the board at his hedge fund. It's like, you didn't even really need to go to school with your last name and the accolades you had. You just really going for fun or to get the degree. So, Brayden is a real one, and Tariq, he is actually a free man thanks to Brayden. He needs to show him some goddamn love for that, though, because he didn't have to do that. He did. Now, Zeke ends up going to Detective Whitman to make sure Carrie's death was a suicide. And throughout the episode, he went a few different times. He's obviously questioning Monet and Mecca to see if they're lying to him or not. Mecca, of course, says, look, he brings him to the hangar, gives him a new whip, and say, look, this plane is leaving to start a new life. If you want to be with us, you can. If you don't, you ain't got to. And that all comes to play a little later. Now, Sax, he needs to get the fuck out of here. We're tired of Sax. He's trying to diss Davis, and he actually Davis had to remind him, look, you planted evidence on people before, so quit trying to come off all righteous. Quit trying to come off like you just be doing the right thing. You was willing to do anything to get Ghost convicted to avenge your friend and other buddies that you lost due to them dibbling and dabbling in the criminal world. Now, shout outs to Method Man. Method Man throughout the series, he's probably been the most consistent actor, and he's actually been on point. Very, very believable, sleazy lawyer. Good charisma on stage and just good acting overall. So I had to tip my hat off to Method Man for the series. I did enjoy him in this, and every time he was on screen, it was a delight. Now, we found out that Lauren's dead. The DA lady come in and just tells Sack, look, Lauren's dead. And then, of course, he thought she got shot, but they said it was a car accident. So I don't know if Effie knocked her out, put the old brick on the foot on the pedal and just had that car just dumped off a cliff. Maybe she did, but it looks like Lauren's death was a car accident. And of course, you got many, 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 many questions behind this. Like, number one, where did she get this car from? Number two, she didn't leave initially in the car. And my biggest question, why didn't she tell her parents before she left? You know what I'm saying? You need to let your parents know where you're going. Effie's just lying about the incident, and of course this does affect Tariq, because I think he did, like Lauren, he didn't really want her to get too involved. But once she got the wire, and you decided to snitch, you would have been involved. All you had to do was saying some of my roomies, people was doing drugs in my room. Y'all can give me a drug test. I don't have no pills or weed in my system. What you gonna say? I was doing drugs? Come on, man. That could have easily been debunked as far as like, okay, we're gonna hold your feet to the fire because you had drugs, but I'm not using drugs. It's the difference between having drugs in your room and using them. And either one, you can get in trouble. I understand, but look how much trouble she's in now. She's fucking dead. That's the ultimate trouble. And this is gonna be a quick review because they do wrap up a lot of stuff, but this wasn't the best season finale. And honestly, I'm ready to start talking about Tommy because that show's gonna be a lot more fire. Anyways, Tasha makes a cameo, and we find out that Tamika ends up giving Yas back to Tasha. Tariq was actually in the car watching the whole time, but due to the plane, he couldn't get out and say nothing to his mama. So, um, this was a weird episode too, because didn't they say that Tasha was in New Mexico? So, did they fly or did they drive over 2,000 miles to get here? I don't know. Somebody explain that to me in the comments. And then how in the fuck did Yas get smart? Not saying this is a child actress. She did a great job. She did better than the other child actresses that played Yas. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is Yas got smart. Yas couldn't answer 2 or 3 questions in the little deposition they had with Davis. And now all of a sudden she's a fucking super genius that can remember everything. How, Sway? She couldn't even answer the questions in the definition. Now she knows her whole new secret identity. She knows her name. She knows her new birthday. She knows everything. Get the fuck out of here, y'all, with that shit. Moving forward, Drew ends up saving Kane. Excuse me, Kane ends up saving Drew. Drew went to go visit his dude. And fucking Kane has always been loyal to his brothers and sisters. And he always will be. So anyways, some of Mecha's spies end up running on him. Because, you know, they looking for Mecha's secret army bag. And they end up following Drew. And then they end up beating his ass. And they about to shoot him. And Kane comes out of nowhere with this weird Superman kick. Kicks somebody in the head. Boom, bam, bing, you're dead. Last but not least, they end the season off, of course, with Lorenzo. He still wants revenge on Mecha, so he goes down to the hangar, sees a figure in black with a hoodie on, you know, getting on the plane, and he said, no, motherfucker, you're not about to escape me, and shoots this motherfucker in the back of the head. We end up finding out, of course, and we know, just like earlier I said, it was Zeke with a hoodie on. Zeke, why did you have a hoodie on indoors? Why did you have a hoodie on in your daddy's hangar? If I'm in my parents' hangar, this is my daddy's shit. I'm not wearing no goddamn hoodie concealing my identity. What, he thought the media was gonna be there or something? It was already a secret location because they was moving dope in and out of the bitch. And even if they wasn't moving dope in and out of the bitch, all them expensive cars and shit, you gotta have access to get in there. You just can't be going in there all willy-nilly. Because something would have been stolen. So, it's crazy because Tariq, also in this episode, he catches another body. When they're going to take out Lorenzo with the fake plan, Kane has the gun drawn on Lorenzo like he's getting ready to shoot. And at the very last second, Tariq said, wait. You know, this is all part of the plan. You're not really supposed to kill him. So Lorenzo and Kane, they're going to have heat the next season, of course. Because, of course, even though it was Haston the plan, and Monet did go over the plan with Lorenzo, you still tried to kill me. Or you was willing to kill me. So that's going to be a deep conversation. Now, the episode ends with the Tejadas at the dinner table and they get a call and she finds out about Zeke dying. That was the most emotion I think Monet has had the entire season. And Lorenzo knows that he killed the wrong person, so eventually this is going to come out or somebody's going to find out. How? Nobody knows. The only way they could find out is like as far as the time frames of when Lorenzo got back. You know, and it was already there. But hey, he could have said he went to go check on some traps, went to go meet up with some people in the streets, went to the bar, shit, anything. So, overall, I'm glad they wrapped the season up. It was pretty good, but I think Power Force is going to be better. Tariq did catch another body because he did shoot one of Mecha's goons. And you just want me to believe that Tariq is just a stone cold killer. Because looking at this is the picture right here where he shot Jabari, right? And no gun, point blank range. Ghost, no gun, point blank range. Ray, no gun, point blank range. Now he's a marksman, even though we haven't seen him practicing shooting no goddamn where. He's just going around and popping people. Don't you love TV and fiction? So don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment on the YouTube channel if you did enjoy this season overall. I thought it was better than the first season. Picked up a little faster. And I did enjoy Mecha, even though he got killed by Monet. She shot him, and he kept believing that she wasn't going to shoot him, but I don't know how this fool didn't see she was still in love. And even though he was a super snitch, we end up finding out he was a CI. And fucking Rodriguez is his motherfucking handling officer. So that was fucking crazy finding that out. She's back with the annoying voice. So moving forward, of course, we got Tariq on camera going up to Mecca's house to finish the plan out with Monet. And I think she's going to be investigating Tariq once again. And he's going to have to call Davis once again to get him out of the heat. Don't forget to like and subscribe, y'all. Peace.